mists eternal where daylight dies, the Lord of Barovia watches from the skies. His castle looms, a coffin of stone, a kingdom cursed, a ruler alone. Adventures lost to fate's cruel hand, step forth unknowing into the land. The cards are drawn, the night grows near. Welcome, my friends, Strahd is in mists eternal where daylight dies, the Lord of Barovia watches from the skies. His castle looms, a coffin of stone, a kingdom cursed, a ruler alone. Adventures lost to fate's cruel hand, step forth unknowing into the land. The cards are drawn, the night grows near. Welcome, my friends, Strahd is
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Sanguine Destiny, Unsuspected Friends. But yes, we left these characters off in quite the predicament last time we played here, and we'll get to that and how that is going to shake out here in just a moment. But I do want to go through and say hello to everybody in the cast here and see how everybody is doing today. Those who have been paying attention, Biggles has a new background because his studio is being made, and it's going to be fun to watch that develop as we play this game and see the background and everything. But we'll start with you, Biggles. How are you?
Well, I am good. You know, I am unconscious on the floor somewhere. And who knows? Maybe Enigmar is dead. We'll never know.
Well, from what I remember, you did stabilize, so you are at least stable. So unconscious, yes, but lying on the floor of a death house, that you are. So, but that's good. I'm glad you're here. You know, you didn't rage quit and leave. That's good. That would have been a bummer.
I have prepared Enigmar for rage quitting.
Right. Well, you know, speaking of rage, we have a character who uses rage, you know, as his main source of ability enhancement. Anthony, how are you?
I am fantastic, especially since I am unconscious in a bed. It's very nice, very comfy.
Yeah, you know, wake up a little dusty, maybe a couple cobwebs, but not too bad. Not too bad a spot to lay dying. And Moss.
I am dead. No, almost dead. But I think I should be all right unless some horrible ghosty comes to finish me off. I think I should be all right. But yeah, we'll see.
Nice.
We'll see if out of the I don't know, how many episodes have we actually gone down in? Is it 80% at this point? I feel like it's 80% of the episodes we've all gone down. We'll see if this is the last one.
We've gone down on every episode that involved fighting.
Pretty much. Yeah, no, you know what? I was thinking about it, and I think the little twig blights, that was just to instill a false sense of security in us, wasn't it, JJ?
It was.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it. You're like, oh yeah, you guys are super powerful. We're just gonna stick 40 twig blights on you.
No,
Make you feel good.
We went down in those fights too. I just passed my medicine checks and got people up.
See, that's the problem you
took any
have.
damage on that one.
Is that like if Enigmar passed those checks more consistently, I feel like a lot of these battles would be like a turn of the tide, you know? Because I mean, you know, that's 2 rounds of somebody being unconscious is rough.
Yeah.
Or the random times that do pass and then I roll like 2 ones. I'm like,
Yeah.
son of a bitch. Get
Yeah,
2 health.
that's a tough
You
one.
have an infinity of being broke and not buying potions.
That's true. We haven't really asked
Well, we
anybody for
tried to-
money.
Well, we
That's not true.
Well, we asked Shrug. He's like,
I think
we need
he
money.
mostly made deals
We-
for room and board.
He was like, we need money. And Nickmar doesn't want to be poor. He wants to be able to eat. But he's chewing
I've
on
asked
the
almost
money.
everyone for money, I think.
Well, and I think the other problem is that the only time you've gone shopping was in the worst town to go shopping in here in Barovia so far. So, you know, there's that too.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Hey, if you would have gone shopping in Valaki, you probably would have gotten some stuff. There's some stuff there, but that's okay.
We were
Always-
broken Valaki.
We had no money.
It's a bummer, yeah.
You know what? We had 11. We had 11 coin. Well, I had 11 coin. You guys were broke.
I had 1 silver.
What do I have? I got 30 gold pieces, and nobody asked me for anything.
That's because we just got 25 gold each from
yeah.
like
I had 5.
I had 1 silver.
Well, I'm glad you guys are high of spirits because this episode could end up being kind of sad. As we sort of roll into what happened last time, well, the Death House was upon you. The Death House is probably one of the most notorious kind of dungeon crawls in the new age of Dungeons and Dragons, as it is generally one of the first places that people encounter in Curse of Strahd. And it did its job very well. You had a few encounters throughout, some interesting lore and information you found out as a party and about things of Barovia. You know, you've heard whispers that there are patrons of Barovia that sort of worship Strahd. You know, he sort of thanked you for dealing with the druids, which seemed to have been worshiping him, but you seem to, at least for now, stopped their ritual. And then you're finding that this Durst character, man of the house here, also ran or was part of a cult that saw Strahd as some sort of dreadlord or dread master or something of that, along with some other strange ongoings in this house. But the worst encounter, as you're going up the levels, noticing that as you get higher in the house, it's almost as if the house itself is aging. Every floor, the first ground level you were at, seemed nice, seemed welcoming, inviting. And then you go upstairs, and there's cobwebs and dust, and you go up even more, and there was an animated armor, and it was just starting to age, a strange phenomena with this house. And you walk into a room, open a side door, see a little nursery, hear a scream, and a undead specter appears. And seems to have killed Enigmar and Hobokinn. leaving Numlock to run through the hidden door up into an attic area, again with kind of even more creepy decor and, well, bodies, as you found who you presume to be the dead skeletal bodies of Thorn and Rose, the children who had kind of gotten your attention before you entered the house, and the actual body of the specter, who then appeared and did a killing blow on Enigmar, which, let me pull us to the map. I think it should be this one, which is where we are going to
It's very
pick
neat.
up. As Hobokinn and Enigmar have made their dying resolve rolls and are no longer dying, but are unconscious, wounded in the floor below.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Since I went unconscious and dropped my torch while it was lit, do we have to worry about the house burning down? Or me catching on fire while I'm unconscious?
Why do you do these things?
Well, I wasn't really thinking of adding any extra danger, but I will.
Dang it, Biggles.
Maybe depending on certain things. If Numlock's battle with death here goes on for an extended period of time, maybe. But I would say for the most part, if this goes quickly one way or the other, probably not. So we'll see. We'll see how long this goes. But what we are gonna do,
If we burn down the house, we win.
I mean, I would award experience points for that because technically the house is a creature in itself, kind of thing.
Nice.
But we're gonna start with Numlock, and I'm gonna need you to start making your recovery checks, as they are called on your character sheet.
Don't mind if I do.
Oh, can you bring me over to that
Hey.
screen? I'm on the type screen.
Oh yeah, it would help if I did make this active. All right. Well, see, remember when I said it depends on how quickly this could go? With succeeding on the first one, you are no longer dying, but you are unconscious. I do have
Nice.
to add wounds to you guys, though. Real quick. And, so yeah, the three of you, unconscious. Some time will pass, and you will wake up. This is the inright blood of the vine, yeah. Yeah, he's going to slouch you there. And you guys will wake up about, well, you're not sure how much longer. But you will wake up in, oh, okay, active. Maybe. Let's bring everybody over there. Your guys' room in the blood of the vine. And sort of standing over you, Hobokinn, it looks like applying fresh bandages and things like that is Periwimple, the kind of simple-minded mercantile's nephew that you had met earlier in the day, a few moments ago. And your eyes sort of pop up, Numlock. You sort of reset, so to speak. And Enigmar, you wake up as well. And you can do whatever for that torch because you don't have it. And Periwimple sort of drops the little bowl of water and stuff that he was sort of bandaging your wounds with. Oh, you're awake. Good. I'm glad you're awake. I think I saved you guys.
You say, are we all awake at this point?
Yeah, you guys start kind of all waking up around the same time. Maybe Hobokinn first because he's attending to your wounds directly. But once that commotion happens, the rest of you can wake up.
What happened? Where am
What
I?
the hell happened?
Periwinkle. No, what is
Periwimple.
Periwimple. I've seen you before.
Yeah.
Periwinkle, how did you survive that house when we all almost perished?
Well, when I ran in there, there was just I. Well, I was just kind of following you guys because you said you were heroes, uh, and I wanted to see if maybe you were gonna do something, really cool. And I saw you go in the house, and I thought that was really weird. And then for a moment, there was like a flash of green light, and I didn't see you guys come out for a while, and so I went in, and I thought it was weird that you went into that house because it's just like an old, decrepit house, and there's nothing there, and I was always told not to go into houses, but then I found you two, and he looks at Enigmar and Hobokinn. I found you guys in a room, unconscious. You had some pretty bad wounds, and then there was like it looked like maybe a secret door, and then I found you upstairs, Numlock, and I dragged you guys. I got you guys all here.
Well, much appreciated. And I checked my back pocket to see if I still have the will and the deeds.
Yeah, you still have everything on you that you would have had.
Sweet.
It was very fortunate that you, Periwinkle, decided to make your way into that house. Otherwise, my chassis might have been broken, and I would have been rendered unfunctional.
Yeah, I know a little bit of first aid because I've helped some of the local farmers tend to horses and stuff. I didn't really know what to do with you. You're not. I tried to. What? You're not a pseudo. You're not in armor. Are you human? I couldn't figure out how to get you out of your armor.
That is a good question.
And you can see
It
that
seems
there's
as
maybe some like flaps or like things that are open on your body.
Oh, it seems as though you were perusing around my torso. Well, I will have you know that I possess no human parts of my body. However, it is debated as to whether or not I still contain some sort of human spirit.
Oh.
Can I look into his body? His little hole flap? To see
You have
what's
to
in
put
there?
it like that.
I want to look in your holes.
I mean, I guess
He
if you
needs to
want.
check your hole flaps to see what you are.
I would
Please
like to
refrain from
inspect
looking in my holes.
Numlock's holes.
A couple minutes later, Eric the barkeep comes in, and he's got a couple bowls of looks like maybe warm broth. And he sets them down, and he goes, it's good to see you guys are awake. Periwinkle here pretty much dragged all three of you.
He's a far greater hero than we could ever be. And then I want to try to do medicine checks on all of us.
Yeah, go for it. As you guys it's been, it's late, it's dark out, so you guys can, Numlock, you can surmise that you guys have probably been out for 4 or 5 hours.
Thank you for the one hit point.
6. Maybe 6.
Oh, 6. Very nice.
Yeah. Okay, got 17.
I got 11.
Or not 17, 11. Sorry. I can't count. I rolled a 17.
Well, I
Because I get an
appreciate
automatic 17.
the broth. You see, I have no receptacle. Please divert my broth over to Hobokinn.
It'd be a
Why are
receptacle.
Boons not going away?
What was that? Biggles?
Why do wounds not go away? You just treat wounds. Do they not go away automatically?
Once you get full health from a treat wounds, I believe.
Someone restores hit points to you using treat wounds,
Oh.
or if you are restored to full hit points by any means,
Oh, yeah, no. I can
and
just
rest for 10
take them
minutes.
manually then. It's easy.
We weren't wounded more than one, were we?
No, everybody was 1. Well, no matter what, you guys will probably heal yourselves full anyway. You guys, it is now 8, 9 o'clock at night.
Well, I suppose the two of you who have stomachs may be hungry.
It is a good idea to go.
No, he just brought us broth.
That's not food.
I
That's
pull
drink.
out the broth.
Pulled out his
That's
Ethernet
food.
cord.
Oh, did we lose?
No. Wait, am I gone?
Oh,
Was there-
you
wait, no,
are-
wait,
oh,
for a
you're
second
back.
you were.
You're-
You're back now.
You're jumping around a little bit.
Still here. I'm still here. Yeah, I have Starlink, so
Ah,
it
Yeah, every once in a while you'll
it's not
probably
the best.
freak.
damn it, Elon.
Only I can get it.
It's not that the internet is bad. It just takes a while
Yeah.
for everything to send.
Yeah. Yeah. So I pull out the deeds and the what's it called?
The will?
And I go, well, we now own that. Yeah, and the will. I go, we now own that house because we have the deed to it. So I say we burn it down. Fuck that house.
Would,
And then we go check out where this mill is.
would I know with my
Oh,
accounting
we should ask
experience?
God first.
Would I know with my accounting experience whether or not us just possessing the deed grants us ownership, or is it more complicated than that?
I'll say just because you
Possession
know
is 9/10 of the law.
we're kind of an accountant type help to your master. You know, maybe in a place like this, if you could prove that all of the family was dead, you could, you know, probably pay a cheap fee to then get the house, kind of thing.
Back property tax.
Yeah, something like along those lines. It's one of those things where, you know, the more rural you get, the looser the rules and laws sort of become on those things because people aren't going to do as much digging. So yeah, going to the burgomaster and, you know, pretty much just petitioning if you wanted to keep the house, petitioning for the deeds to be flipped over to your name would probably be pretty easy.
Okay. I'll relate that
Depends if they burn
to
it down.
I'll relate that to everybody.
Now that
Although I
Wait a minute.
question as to whether or not it is wise to own such a place which is haunted in such a manner.
Yeah, but we can be homeowners.
well, maybe we'll get the right to vote.
This might be the first and only time a piece of property is more of a liability than an asset.
Yeah, but if we stay downstairs and we sleep on couch, it's free rent. I don't see how this is bad.
I can't
That's
argue with
true.
that point.
Complain about, every time we complain about spending money, spend the money here, spend the money there, and we all of a sudden have a house where we don't have to pay any silver or gold to go sleep. Maybe we should look into getting this house.
I have no counter arguments.
It
Well,
was a
Perhaps
bit
we
noble.
should ask about the fee it would cost to take just the downstairs.
Periwimple's still standing there, and he goes,
If anything,
I
we can
mean-
burn it down.
the house is pretty beat up. When I went to rescue you guys, it was kind of creepy. I don't know if I would live there.
Did you encounter a specter of any kind, Periwimple?
I didn't encounter anybody. I mean, I saw you guys. There was like a suit of armor or something that looked like it was on the ground that got knocked over or something, but I didn't see anything else.
So you didn't see a big floating green thing that was yelling about the baby?
No.
Consider yourself fortunate.
Lucky. It smacked the shit out of me.
Oh, like the house was haunted?
Very much so. Yes.
Do you think then the rumors they say are true, where sometimes there's the dead come back out of the graveyard?
Yes, although it was very strange, as though it seems I had found a corpse upstairs in a secret room, the room from which you retrieved me, Periwimple.
Oh.
And the specter only appeared after first escaping it. The specter only appeared after I opened that small chest.
I didn't look at
Perhaps.
anything, but there was a bunch of like covered furniture in that room. Yeah.
Perhaps if we escort the chest away from the premises, maybe we leave it as a gift for Count Strahd.
Was there anything in it?
Don't we want the body of the...
Bones. There were bones.
Like what the kind of bones?
Maybe you'll
People
want the
bones.
guy... Nice.
Wait, what
So a
kind
dead
of bones?
person was stuffed inside a chest. That's
It seems-
checks out.
Oh, that's
Recommend.
that's really creepy. Well, I'm glad you guys are good. I gotta get back to my uncle's shop. I'm glad you guys are
Thank
safe
you,
though.
Perry. I appreciate it very much so. You are a true hero. I hope you know that.
Oh,
Periwimple, you have saved our behinds, as they say.
oh, thank you. I just was doing what felt right.
You
I
were
mean, you
correct
took
in
a big
doing
gamble. You probably had to bring us out one by one, because he weighs a lot, I weigh a lot. He was there.
Although
Yeah,
you are
You guys are
perhaps
pretty
the
heavy.
largest human. You might be the largest human I have encountered.
I've heard that a few times.
That's what she said?
Who said?
I don't get
She
it.
did.
Okay, well,
Who is she?
maybe I'll see you
Oh.
guys later.
I was checking to see if I was still actually here.
I haven't even seen a woman yet here. Who said this?
and
Actually,
he-
that's not true. I did see a woman at the bar. Who did? Oh, maybe she said.
and
Yes,
Perry
she was one of
Whipple
those. Vistani.
leaves.
All right.
Guys, are
I
we
think-
homeowners?
We are
we-
both homeowners, and well, we could be both homeowners and windmill owners.
Yes. I have the deed to the windmill as well. We should check it out. But once we're back to full strength, because I got the
I
shit
don't know.
kicked out of me.
How a piece of paper says we own something, but I'm not going to disagree.
Can I look at? So we got 3 blank books with black leather bindings. Can I just like peruse through those, see if there's anything going on with them,
Yeah.
or if they're just like notebooks that are left blank?
Can I do so I have, being a seer elf, I have like this ability to help me detect magic. It gives me like an extra +1.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try to see if maybe those books are magical when he's looking through it?
So you don't get any magic off of the books, and they just seem to be, like nice leather notebooks or journals that just don't have anything written in them. They're just very well made, probably each worth probably 20 to 25 gold pieces.
Oh wow, just very nice tomes.
Yes.
Okay. Cool. I will jot that down.
The other thing you notice, though, Numlock, is the doll that you had on your person when you were in the house, and you kind of go to inspect the stuff you got, has almost aged rapidly. As you pick it up, it's sort of, I don't know if you guys have ever held like something super old like that, and it sort of like tears and is very soft and almost squishy to the touch. and you just sense that it's extremely fragile all of a sudden. But you do find a tag on it that has a name of like the toy maker, and you see Blinksy. It seems like there may have been more to it, almost like there was something else written on it, but the word you can make out is Blinksy.
Would the name Blinksy mean anything to us?
I will take society checks from you guys.
Dun, dun,
There we
dun.
are. 16, I think. Yeah, 16.
Makes sense for me.
28. Wow.
Enigmar,
Jesus.
with a 28, you remember somebody when you know that couple like night you stayed in Valaki. You remember overhearing that there was a toy maker in town named Blinksy. Just in the kind of casual conversations you were having with Erwin and maybe some of the just listening to the people in town at the Blue Water.
I believe there is a toy maker by that name in Valaki.
Interesting. Would it be worth paying this individual a visit? This Blinksy?
I don't see why not. Going back to Valaki might be safer than in here, but
Yes. This place
do-
sucks.
We do need to go to the shop and get a potion or two. So it may be wise to do all the above.
well, there was nothing here when we went strapping. But we do need to. Didn't Strahd tell us he needed us to do something here? Like tell the people or that he's a good guy? You know, not like the Baron from Valaki who's asshole.
Well, pardon me, but I am most unwilling to do things for that Count Strahd.
Yeah, he didn't give us any money. I asked him like 3 times. I mean, he did feed us. So hold on, maybe we think about it. What if he has more food?
I'm sure he has more food than you could possibly ever eat.
But okay. Now hold on. I think I might be the first time ever I smart. We could own our own house. We can go visit our friend and get food, and we can make a new life here for us. Because they tell us we can't leave. It's smoky outside, or like misty, or some sort of, I don't know, hot-box. So maybe we make a life here.
We can retire.
I apologize. My protocol demands that I find my master.
I mean, we could do that too, but then, you know, when we're all done, we could have a house and food, and Perry can come over, and we could, like, play game.
And Numlock, as you again, you know, bring up your master and subconsciously sort of connect to that, whatever that essence is that kind of connects you to him, that thrumming sound or that note that was powerful in Kresk and Tavalaki is a lot more subtle here in the town of Barovia.
It seems as though we have moved far away from my master, as my sense has grown weak.
So maybe we should get out of here. But do we want to check that windmill first? And while we're waiting, can we take a breather?
Yeah. I mean, you guys can do whatever you want. There is, if you want to leave now, I mean, you guys are in the room. It's late.
You said it's
It's like 8
like
o'clock.
9
at
o'clock
night.
in the evening,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
okay.
Did we get, like, a long rest from that, like, KO nap? Like, when he brought us back, we were sleeping in the place, and...
No. But you can do the
Then
take a
please heal
breather.
us.
And, you know, I'll say Enigmar could probably get, as you guys are kind of figuring out what to do, probably get another treat wounds off. I'm going to take prone and everything off you guys.
All right, I can treat wound 2 people at once. That's right. So I'm going to do that to Moss and
So
me.
if you should be able to hold shift and click target, and it should target multiple people.
Oh, look at that.
Now go ahead and roll it and see if it targets both of you. Comes up, okay. Oh, nice. Okay, cool.
Oh, damn.
So,
That's basically the same as the last one. So.
yeah. But you can give yourself healing and then, just heal. Broken again.
Boom, look at that. Everybody feels a little bit better now.
Mm-hmm. But with the take a break, you guys get your stamina back, and that's a pretty important part of it. So
Big
yeah,
part.
you know, we'll say it's probably 9 o'clock at night ish, when you guys have kind of gotten some more healing done, ate a little bit of food, refreshed just a little bit, and have kind of had this discussion amongst yourselves. What are you gonna do? What's the plan?
What time does the bar close?
Really, he would have told you that there's a bell at the bar. If you need something, Eric is kind of always around. The bar, he generally kicks out the patrons who aren't part of the inn at like 10 o'clock, so like shortly.
Okay,
But for
well, I
those
want to
who are
go down and see if anybody has any information on this windmill.
Yeah, you could go out there. You see the 3 Vistani guys who you know kind of own this place. And they sort of give you a friendly nod, unless you walk over to them as they...
I walk over and kind of bow my head a little bit and say, "Greetings."
How goes it? We saw. I'm glad you guys recovered. You seem to have gotten yourselves into a bit of a situation.
Yes, it seems this place, Barovia, seems to kick my ass everywhere I go.
They
I don't
all
know why.
chuckle at that, and they say, "Yeah, it's dangerous outside of any of the towns. Shit, even town of Barovia is dangerous."
We could.
Nope.
Oh,
We
there was that, and apparently, we now own the deed to it, as well as a windmill. Do you happen to know anything about this windmill?
Can I see the
I give
deed?
him the deed. Yep.
He looks at it, and one of the other guy from across from him goes, "Well, shit, man, that looks like location might be the old bone grinder."
Bone
Bone
grinder.
grinder.
Yeah,
That doesn't
well,
sound good at all.
kind of the nickname, it's the old mill windmill up the road a little bit. Yeah, you're probably a couple hour walk outside of the town here. It just, if you walk by it now, it just sounds like bones grinding, and it's a kind of nobody's upkept the thing in forever, so it just makes a horrible sound right now, the windmill and whatnot.
Do you know anything about windmill maintenance?
Nope. I'm sorry.
Shit. All right. There goes that idea.
Do you know anyone who may be a present windmill owner?
I mean, I think there's a couple carpenters in town, but that's really the only windmill that I know of in Barovia, I guess. But I generally just stick to the old Svalich Road, so I haven't ventured off into the forest or anything.
Oh,
the
perhaps this
same
might be
people?
worth us looking up at.
Yes.
From the other night, the Lenka, Maria, and Sorva.
Yeah, these are the guys. These are the ones that you figured that actually own this place. So they're pretty much always here, and they, the ones that you sort of, kind of intimidated,
Yeah, it was Sorba. Hey, Mr. Sorba, I have a question for you.
Yeah?
Do you have any potions on you?
Potions? No, it's not something I normally carry around. If you're looking to buy potions, I mean, the Burgomaster might have some, but you might want to check the Vistani camp or the Valaki. I heard they had an alchemist in town up there.
Well, we did get an invitation to the Vistani camp. Perhaps they'd be willing to part with some.
I do appreciate the information. Also, this is a really nice place. I took a nap upstairs. It was nice.
Yeah, we try to, keep this a haven for travelers in the town. It's life's tough in Barovia, with Castle Ravenloft kind of looming above. Everybody needs a place to have one and take some time off, I guess. Relax a little.
Indeed.
But you had a bed that was the right size for me. It is astonishing. It is first time in a while. I wanted to personally thank you for that. I'll put out my hand to give him a handshake.
Yeah, he shakes it. Yeah, you're welcome.
Guys, I think we have to go visit the windmill. I don't know why it's a bone grinder, but I don't know. Maybe we'll bring some bones to see if that's true.
I have one more question before we leave. Are there any other interesting people here that are worth meeting?
Well, you guys met Ismark the Lesser.
Indeed.
Last night. He's the Burgomaster's son, so he's kind of an important person, I guess. I don't know what you would consider important, but, there's Father Donovan up at the church, although our church is kind of lackluster anymore since his son passed. And there's really not much else going around in the town of Barovia. People are just trying to survive.
Now, I lost track of time. Is the dinner that we were invited to with the Burgomaster's son, was that to this day or the following day?
It's tonight.
It's tonight. Okay, and what time is it?
Well past normal dinner time.
Oh, perhaps we should stop by the Burgomaster's house to at least make an appearance and apologize for missing dinner.
So that sounds like a good idea to me.
Should we bring like a dessert to say we're sorry?
I hear people like key lime pie.
Hey, do you guys have key lime pie? I was kind of like yell over.
I'm not quite sure what key lime pie is.
I don't know either, but do you have it?
No.
Maybe
He
it is
doesn't
a
have
pie.
it.
Maybe it is pie where you make a line with a key. Let me deduce that. Can I try to figure out what key lime pie is?
Sure. Roll me a society.
Please,
I like
now
society
one.
for that one.
Society.
Please, not one.
Yeah.
Please, not one. Please, not one.
This is my new investigation. Can I add a +1 for circumstance?
Sure.
Let's go.
Damn it, we're out of combat. He's gonna roll in that 20 on the fucking most you. Oh, we were so close.
You've actually had key lime pie before. It's a delicacy, which the fact that Hobokinn brought it up is strange because it's kind of more of an elven delicacy, actually. So for him to know what it
I think I
is
just yelled it.
is a little strange.
Key lime pie happens to be a delicacy where I'm from with the elves. Not as much as a delicacy as my juice box, I must say, but it is right around that level.
Well, I mean, if you know what it is, why don't you just go into the kitchen and why don't you make one?
Enigmar, you would know that you need special ingredients for that you're not going to be able to find in this climate. You know, the limes you need are tropical and they're tart, and you don't think they're going to have it here.
They will not have it here based on the climate. The fog will not let anything grow to the correct temperatures that is needed.
What a shame.
No, I'm like, why did you bring that up if it's not even a thing?
It is a thing. Although, I've not had it. I have no receptacle, you see.
You know, that makes a lot of sense. You know, you guys do a lot of reading in books about things, and you know what? I want to read. Well, I guess I should learn how to read.
I'm going to take
first,
the
but...
map screen down for just a moment.
Okay.
And fix something on my end here.
And while you're doing that, I'll go over to the bartender, climbing over the table, kicking over beers. And I'll just ask, do you have any desserts for sale?
I've got some sweet pies.
Please describe these sweet pies.
Oh, we have choke cherry, and the other one's kind of just like a berry medley.
Choke cherry.
Yeah. It's kind of like a mild tart cherry. You find them on the riverbanks.
But it is not harmful.
No, we cook them and everything. They're quite delicious, actually. They're one of my favorites.
Might I have one? If I have, I mean, this might be a stretch, but can I use my eye for numbers to see how many pies I might need to serve everybody that'll be there?
Probably 2, maybe
2?
3, because of Hobokinn.
Okay. Might I be able to purchase one of each pie? The choke cherry, and then the other one that you said, which my memory banks did not store.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And he goes back and brings out a couple pies for you.
And might I be able to wrap these in some sort of cloth? I will purchase the cloth as well.
Yeah, sure. And he kind of gives you like a cheese sack type thing.
Perfect. Much appreciated, Eric.
Of course.
And I'll make my way back over with 2 steaming hot pies.
Nice.
While they are not key lime, they are apparently delicious.
What is the smell?
There is choke cherry, and what was the other one?
Just like a mixed berry.
Mixed berry. There's choke cherry and mixed berry.
Hopefully,
Someone should write a song about these 2 pies.
If only Reagan were here. So I start jotting down about these pies to give like possible lyrics to Reagan later.
Okay.
Can I see the pie?
Just like take the cheesecloth off the top of one of them.
What a choke? Why would you buy a choke pie?
I was assured that it is not harmful.
I'm gonna put my hand in the pie and grab a piece.
Can I pull the pie away?
Sure.
Before he gets his fingers in it?
I'm gonna try to roll against him. I don't know what I have to do for that.
We'll do. It was athletics checks. We'll do.
Fine versus.
Yeah.
Athletics for each. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I fixed the map there. Transition there.
Can I try to?
Woo!
There we go.
Damn.
These pies are for our hosts. This might be why Lord Strahd's house attacked us, because of your discourtesy.
Yeah, but I wanted to make sure that we didn't choke the people that we go to. Nigmar would have, he would have helped me. He knows how to heal. I would have been okay, and we want to make sure.
I look over at Hobokinn and I gesture towards Eric. I say, "Look at young Eric. Look at that face. Do you think he would sell us pies, which were hazardous?"
What does his face have to do with selling a pie?
It is a sweet and kind face. The geometry
No.
is very symmetrical.
No, the
What-
pie would be
what's the
sweet, not
percentage
the
first,
face.
Symmetrical.
Wait, did you lick his face? I thought you didn't have a receptacle. How do you know his face is sweet?
This is endearing.
That's a big word. I think I'm just gonna stop talking now because I don't know what anymore you said.
That might be for the best, Hobokinn. Let's head out to be late to dinner.
All right, so I guess we'll go. I guess we'll go to that guy's house,
Yeah.
Burgomaster's
let's go there.
house. Yeah.
the Burgomaster.
As we're going there, as we're like walking there or whatever, Enigmar, I have a question for you.
His mark, yeah.
Yes. Sorry.
You know how you like to write things down and like, you can read and everything.
You want me to teach you how to read, so I pull out all my notes and I just start reading them to him and be like, this letter
That's
is...
a lot of things. Maybe slow.
The dog jumped far.
I don't know how you talking slow means I'd learn slow.
Yeah, as you
Say go
guys
slower.
head out of the Blood of the Vine down the Colian Road, I will take perception checks as you sort of hit this kind of intersection here.
Hey,
Ooh.
hey, you.
It's over here.
All of you here coming from a house that you pass where you starting to see lights go off and candles be burned out in windows and things like that. And again, it seems like every third house is occupied. That you expect that whatever the population could be of Barovia, it is probably close to about a third of that at this current time. But there is one house you pass, and you hear what sounds like wailing coming from it. This kind of cry, female cry, scream type mixture, and you just hear it from one of the homes.
As much as I would like to check that out, I am no longer going into any houses in this town.
I have a hard time disagreeing with you after everything we've just been through. And I have hot pies.
Yeah, but the last time that we went into a house that was screaming and yelling, we wound up owning the house. Maybe.
Maybe we could own this whole town.
See, now we
Sure.
are talking.
This is your big Monopoly piece.
We just go into every house that somebody's
going to put
screaming in.
We're going to put a hotel on it and everything.
All right. I guess if that's the case, Hobokinn, why don't you knock on the door and make sure everything is all right?
Shit.
Oh, I'm gonna get us killed.
I
I'll knock on the
quickly
door.
grab my hammer. Like,
You knock on the door, and for a moment, the wailing stops. And then a couple, 30 seconds later, it continues again.
I'm gonna kick in the door.
no.
The door was not
sorry.
locked, and so it does open as you apply, more than the normal amount of pressure on it. And it's a pretty, standard kind of, townhome. in the kind of main opening area, there is a woman sitting on the ground crying, covered in kind of rags. It looks like she's holding maybe a doll of some kind, but she is just lets out another wail and is just crying in the middle of her house.
Are
Is
you
that
holding a
another-
dead baby?
Lady,
She
what
does
is wrong?
not-
Why are you yelling so loud?
With that, if you ask her, she just sort of sobs and is like, my daughter, Gertruda, she ran away from home.
Well, if I was crying as loud and as constantly as you, I would have ran away too.
Are you an apparition?
We do kind of need to know these things.
I
But wait, she's not
do
green
not
and
know
see-through.
what that is.
Neither were those children. You see, young lady, we have run into apparitions this eve, and we have become quite wary, although we would like to help.
Yeah, I think we actually have a starting rate of owning house.
We're looking for the deed to this building.
We
No,
require
she's
the
just
deed.
holding this doll. That's a good size. It's probably about the size of the one that you had taken from the death house, Numlock. And she's just sobbing over it, saying, my Gertruda is gone.
When you say
Lady,
she
can I
ran
see your
away,
doll?
when you say she ran away, do you know where she might have gone?
She probably ran to Castle Ravenloft. He seduces the young girls, and then we never see them again.
Well, I'm sorry to tell you, she is probably as good as dead. Have a good
Wait.
evening.
We can probably get to Stroud's house real quick.
I mean-
we listen for what's his name?
Maybe she got invited to dinner. I've went to that place. It was a nice dinner. I just hope she doesn't go upstairs. That was actually a dumb move on her part.
And again, she just lapses into, oh, my Gertruda.
Lady, if you don't stop crying, I'm not going to be able to help you. Speak clear. What does she look like?
She gives you, well, you get kind of a description from her. She's brown hair, brown eyes. She, a pretty very standard teenage girl is kind of the description you get. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Might we peruse about her room?
What do we need to be in a teenage girl room for?
Wait,
To
Numlock,
perhaps
give me
gather
the-
evidence.
Give me the pies real quick.
I hand the pies over.
I sprint over to the house, put them on the floor before it, and then put a note on it and say, for the burgomaster from us, sorry we missed dinner, and then run back.
Roll
That's
me
like a 2-hour
perception
run.
check. No, it's you can see the house at the end of the street.
Oh, thank
Go
God.
ahead and, roll me a perception check as you run up to the burgomaster's mansion.
Oh, thank God.
You notice a few things that, for you, kind of are out of the ordinary. As much as this town has sort of been, downtrodden and overrun, the places that have been lived in seem to have some upkeep. The gate to the yard of the burgomaster's mansion seems to have been knocked off the hinges. You see on the walls and the windows are all boarded up. You see evidence of attack. You see evidence of new, fresh damage. And there's it looks like there has been activity in the yard of maybe animals or maybe other people. You're unsure, but something has happened at this mansion on top of just everything being kind of in ill repair. But you do kind of glimpse some lights coming from the boarded windows and things like that. So you feel as if, there are people in there, but something has happened to this mansion somewhat recently that is not... It's just kind of giving you that weird sixth sense.
Well, I'm going to run back to the group and I'm going to tell them, and I'm going to be like, guys, we might be able to get the deed to the mansion from the burgomaster's house because he has just been attacked recently.
Wait a minute. You're saying no one was there?
There were some lights inside flickering, but who knows? We could get the deed.
So
We could
do you
rule
still
this
have-
town under Strahd, and we could retire.
Yeah, that sounds good. But did you leave the pies for no one?
No, there was someone inside, but the pie. I'm still holding the pies.
We don't want it to go to waste. Here, I don't know. Give some to this lady and let's go find her kid. I mean, guys, we kind of fucked up last time. I know I don't normally curse, but I think it's time. We need to probably redeem ourselves because right now Perry is the hero of town, and I as much as I like the guy, we kind of need to do better.
We could bring him with us.
I agree.
He's a hero in training.
Yeah, but it's probably his bedtime right now.
It's my bedtime right now.
No, it's not our bedtime. We literally took a long nap. We are awake now.
I will repeat my question. Might we look around Gertruda's room?
She just sort of nods at you while she is sobbing.
Okay,
Give
I'm just
her
gonna.
bite
I'm just gonna head in
stop crying.
So
I'm
you
also gonna
head up
head
the
in
stairs to where the bedrooms would be and head into what looks like, maybe a teenage girl of this kind of age room would be. There's not much to it. There's like a slightly large hand mirror, and a couple nice dresses. Nothing really out of the ordinary.
Does she have a pin-up poster of Count Strahd?
No, you do see a couple like pieces of art, maybe that you assume that Gertruda herself maybe painted or drew of kind of the landscape, but again, nothing really to indicate where she may have ran.
Does she have is there like a dresser or a nightstand or anything?
Yeah, there'd be like a dresser in the room.
Okay, can I look in there and see if maybe she had like a journal, notebook, anything like that, diary?
You can give me a perception.
Not bad.
You think that if she did have one, she may have taken it with her. Like you do find in one of the drawers kind of a spot where something like that could have been hidden, but there is not a journal there.
On that note, does it look as though maybe she took other things with her, like more clothes or anything?
Possibly. Maybe a cloak for sure, you think. And maybe a spare set of clothes. It looks like, this area had been gone through a little bit. It's not as neat as maybe it could be. But if that was maybe her mom, maybe looking for the journal as well or something like that, you're unsure. But it does look like she may have she did this with the intention to run away. So I guess what you could probably surmise out of all this.
Okay. All right, I'll relay that to everybody.
Okay. Well, that's good to know. Should we call Rish whatever and see if he can get us to the castle, and then maybe we can intercept her on the way?
Was it
I wanted to call him
Rahideen?
Rahadi. Yeah, that sounds right.
We can try. Are we sure that we are ready to take on Strahd's castle again? We haven't even... No, we have gained a level. But I don't know if that's enough.
Rahadin! I'll yell out while in the middle of the house. Let's see if he barrels through or not.
How long do you guys wait?
Usually he
kinda
gets there in an
Go
instant.
downstairs.
Maybe a minute or two? Like, I don't know. I feel like... I don't know. I
Do
kinda
we
wanna go to the
remember how
mansion
quickly he
too.
came last time after we jumped out of a window?
Like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I feel like he was like there almost instantly.
Yeah, there is no carriage that comes down the road, after a minute or two, or you don't hear any sort of reply or anything to you calling out.
This must be why they say bad things about Count Strahd. His servants are not very on time when needed.
Yeah, but he said if we needed it any time. He didn't specify if he had nap time. I'll yell it out again. Rahadin!
No reply. No arrival of a black carriage.
Should we check on the house that's all fucked up? Because there's no way we can get to Count Strahd tonight with all the activity that goes on at night. First thing in the morning. Maybe he'll answer. Once we're out of the town.
If I look at the doll that the mom is holding, does it have Blinksy on it?
It does. You sort of wrestle it a little bit out of her hands, and
Give me that.
it is a malformed doll. It's got a strange, you look in its eyes, and it's a strange feeling you get when looking at this doll. Wears a little sackcloth dress, and it says on the little tag, "Is no fun, is no Blinksky."
Is it Blinsky or Blinksy?
Blinsky. Blinksky.
SKY. Okay, I got KSY. All right, cool. Blinsky. Is no Blinsky.
Is no fun, is no Blinsky.
I like how you guys talk, man. It's nice.
And it would
Why
match
keep
the
looking
size
at
of that, and
doll?
everything would match the tag on the doll you found as well. So,
How long has she had this doll?
it was mine when I was a little girl. I gave it to Gertruda when she was born.
I've lost interest in this little girl. Let her take it. I now want to go check out the house and then the one again.
I kind of want to go to talk to this Blinsky fella.
Yes,
See a lot
we
of
will
evidence
do
of
that.
this Blinsky.
He's in Valaki, but we need to get stuff or we'll die. So let's go check
Lady, we're going to go ahead and take this doll. We're going to use it to make sure we get her sent. We will find your daughter. As unfortunate that it is today, we cannot go tonight.
And she's just kind of, unless you're asking her a question about Gertruda, her replies are just sobbing. And when Numlock, you kind of went to inspect the doll, she did one of those half-hearted grabbing for it again and just sort of gave up quickly, and now she's just sitting in the middle of her floor crying.
Do
Well,
I
you
have
just take
any
the doll, leave them.
earplugs?
I mean, you might have some candle wax you can stick in your ears.
Okay. If that's the case,
Can we
then
just take the doll then?
Yeah.
If you're still holding it,
Yeah.
we can just kind of keep it.
Let's check out the Burgomaster's house. There's
who wants
shit going on there.
who wants to hold the doll? I can take
Oh.
it with me if you want.
I'll hold it. I will put it in my bag. This fucking lady.
Yeah, so if you just want to make items, whoever's holding the doll from this can just name it Gertruda's doll, and then Numlock just put the Death House doll.
Okay.
Are you heading to the Burgomaster's mansion, or are you heading somewhere else then?
I would like to. It's up to the team.
Yeah, Burgomaster's mansion sounds fine.
It's how late at night now?
Probably like 10
Like
o'clock.
1:30. Yeah.
Okay. So normally the town's kind of like done rustle and bustle, and we're just walking around.
Yes.
My investigation is now based on what's going on at this house.
Okay. So you guys approach the gate again.
And if it's not or like 10:30, am I able to do another round of heals?
Sure.
Also, for whatever reason, every time you change the map, I have to completely close out my window and reopen. I'm just stuck on the loading screen.
Sometimes it takes a while to load some of these maps.
Oh, it took almost our whole conversation, and it still didn't load. So if you had a house for this lady, I had no idea what it was.
Oh, no, I did
Hobokinn,
not. Don't worry.
You got to heal for 3 because I sucked. I'm sorry.
There we go.
Oh, and you got 16 unlocked.
Nice. I'll take it.
Did it load you into the map now?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
I am good. Thanks.
So yeah, you guys come upon the iron gates and kind of the stone wall. Architecture sort of fits everything you've seen so far, but it definitely looks like the one side of this was knocked off its hinges, and you can see signs of lots of foot traffic, in the yard, on the road, and you can see that the windows are all boarded up and have signs of damage on them. Same
we knock
with the
the
giant,
door?
the wooden doors. Yeah, have signs of. It looks like something may have been clawing at it.
Can we tell how long ago? Like, does it look like this has been a long time?
No, you can see pretty fresh wood. Maybe a day or two.
Because I'm like, everything happened 1,000 years ago, and everything is an illusion.
Maybe you would guess within a week, maybe.
Okay. Interesting.
Did you say you were knocking on the door, Enigmar?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a knocker.
Burgomaster, are you okay?
And
You invited us for dinner, and we were knocked unconscious. For about 6 hours.
hear pretty quickly a reply, kind of a muffled reply, but it sounds like somebody is coming to the door. And about a minute later, after you've knocked, the door opens, and Ismark is standing there with next to a beautiful young woman. Kind of this dark red hair, kind of almost, that kind of like tan olive skin, beautiful. What color does it say? Beautiful blue eyes, and she is wearing a lovely evening dress, kind of a scarf, and Ismark is standing there in fine attire himself.
Numlock brought you pies. As I
Oh,
give them the pies.
Hello, my friend. I was expecting you a little earlier in the evening. I was about to lock up the house for the evening. But please, come in. This is Irina Kolyana. She was
Hello, Irina.
kind of a ward to my father.
Might I be the first to congratulate you on your ratios?
She looks over and sort of smiles. And thank you. I was told that one of the adventurers Ismark had met had been, I don't even really know what to call you, I guess, are you a robot? Is that the proper term?
I think the proper terminology is automaton.
Automaton. Well, welcome, all of you. I am, again, Irina Cleana, and there's really no supper left, as it is past supper, but if you would like, we can warm up some bread and cheeses and share some
That sounds
wine.
good. And maybe a little pie.
Yes. Yes. Let me take those. And she grabs those and sort of says, Ismark, why don't you show them to the dining room and I will get a tray of hot food. And she walks kind of through a couple other doors through the house.
You said she was, she held what position for the burgomaster?
His ward.
His ward. Okay. Not Stu Ward, just a ward.
Yeah. Right. Well, gentlemen, why don't you follow me this way? And his mark
shit.
sort of takes off.
It's just Three Stooges and up in here.
So, Enigmar, as you kind of walk through this center room here,
Okay.
Enigmar, you sort of are just checking things out naturally, and you notice that kind of behind you, you guys should pretty much see everything, but the room back here held a coffin. Kind of this side room that looked to be sort of like a den or like an entertaining room. You see a wooden coffin with some flowers in that room.
I whisper to Numlock that there's vampires here and they might be servants of Strahd.
And you guys, I don't know if you enter this room or what, but
Sure, there's food.
So we saw the
Are we
coffin,
sure
right?
that there are vampires?
Enigmar saw it. You guys didn't. He may have. If he pointed it out, and you guys turn around, you can see it says. It's
I
like this
didn't-
door was cracked open just enough, but you guys, his kind of instincts, and since this was his pursue, he just sort of innately noticed it was something off.
I let Numlock know. I didn't let Hobokinn know because he would have been too loud asking questions.
Probably smart.
Yeah, he probably would have had an extreme reaction to that. That's fair.
You will give me money now too?
Please,
were
my
good
friends, please take a seat. And he walks over to like a cabinet and opens it and grabs a couple bottles of wine. And he goes, "Is wine okay? I do have some ale, if anybody prefers."
I prefer ale, please.
Perfect.
I mean, I'll take a wine.
After I think they're vampires, I'm like, that wine's got to be blood. I don't want to drink it.
I'll completely ignoring the wine offering. I think Numlock will just be like, also very oblivious and just be like, very interesting decor having a coffin in the house.
Enigmar face palms and looks down.
And Hobokinn, you probably don't pick
Yeah.
up on this, but Enigmar and Numlock, you pick up. He sort of, pauses for a moment as he's filling goblets of wine and uncorking a bottle, and comes over and fills glasses, and he goes, yes, well, I will be honest, it is a recent event that happened. My father has been killed. We have not told the town yet, as I do not know how they will react, to be quite honest with you. My father was a great man, and you can tell that Ismark is, emotional about this, and
I put a hand on his shoulder to try to comfort him.
thank you. I have always been viewed as not quite up to my father's standards at keeping Count Strahd happy. I guess. And so it is hard for me to think about how the town will react when I tell them he is dead. And
Is that a partial reason as to why you invited us to your home?
Yes, actually, it
Take over
is.
for him?
Yes, you have a deed for us, I believe.
No, I actually have a favor to ask you. And at that point, Irina comes back in with, a tray of the pies cut up in perfect serving portions and all of that. Some cheeses, some hot bread, a little bit of other accoutrements for that. Puts it down and kind of takes a seat. And actually, she'll take a seat over here. And Ismark sort of looks at you, Numlock, and Ignigmar, as he sort of says, I have a favor to ask, and sort of looks at her as if she is part of whatever he's going to ask. Well, my friends, please dig in. I am sorry that it is not quite a dinner feast, but the hour is late, and I had already sent our servant to bed for the evening.
Not to worry.
May I ask, though, you look like you have all been through a fight since I saw you earlier today. Is everything okay?
Have you heard of the Death House? Well, we almost met our death there.
Yeah, some lady was screaming and she was see-through and we got beat up and then we got out of there and then some lady was yelling and screaming and crying and then
We stole her doll.
Yeah, we have dolls now and now that we have to find a kid that ran away. Where have I left on our plate? Oh, speaking of left on our plate.
Yes, well, Barovia is said to not take kindly to uninvited guests or people who are meddling in life here in Barovia, which sort of brings me to what you had asked a moment ago, Numlock, and he sort of looks at Irina, and he goes, with my father dead, I fear that Strahd will come after me, and will come after Irina here. And she sort of looks around at you guys, and you can tell she is keeping a strong demeanor, but you can see that her eyes kind of go wide and are a little fearful. The other evening, we were attacked by some of his minions, the wolves and the bats, and that is where my father perished.
Why might Count Strahd have attacked your father if he was so proficient in pleasing him?
Enigmar, roll me a perception check real quick. I do not know. Count Strahd van Zorovich is an ancient man, an ancient being, by all accounts. And I do not think he reasons like you or I. I think that whatever is on the whim of his mind is how he acts.
Yeah, he said that he would give us a pass with the horse that he had, and we yelled for it, and he never come no more. But he said we can always use horse. I'm starting to think he's not a good guy, but he gave us food, so maybe he is a good guy. But now he killed your father. I don't think he's a good guy.
Yes, I'm sure maybe at one point in his tyrannical rule, Strahd was seen as a good ruler, but now he is just, as the folks of Barovia say, the devil. And he is more of a curse to us than he is really, truly a leader.
He did tell us if you guys stopped thinking him as the devil, everything would be better. He wants to be liked, desperately.
Yeah, but he killed his father. I don't think that's very nice.
He also
May
said
I-
he wishes people would stop treating him as a god.
May I please investigate where this murder happened?
Sure, Ismark says. It was by the front door. I cleaned up most of it. It was those damned giant wolves that Strahd controls. I think some of them were even werewolves, and they got through the door and killed my father. I had done what I could to fight against them. Even Irina, who is well practiced with a sword, I must say, assisted, and after my father fell, they retreated. And since then, I've been working to board the house and fix some damages.
Do you happen to have any, or do I know about werewolves and their weaknesses?
Roll me an occultism. Is that what I want? Yeah, I'll take an occult.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, you would know silver or magical items are kind of the quickest way to deal with a werewolf. Werewolves generally have 3 forms, their animal form, their human form, and kind of their hybrid form, which is generally when they are the strongest. A lot of werewolves, or at least, for what you suspect, may have either packs of other werewolves or packs of wolves with them as well. So everything he said about the attack seems to line up well with what you know of werewolves, and honestly what you've seen of the wolves so far here in Barovia that are very powerful.
I relay that to everyone and ask, do you have any silver we could melt down to make weapons?
And Ismark
Or
sort
coat
of
our weapons?
says, well, I do not have much silver, but he does stand up and he unbuckles his sword and puts it on the table, and he goes, but this was my father's sword, and it is made out of silver.
What kind of sword is it?
It's like a
Silver
long sword.
A long sword?
Yeah.
It's more you.
Hmm.
Well, doesn't he use a greatsword?
I do use a great sword.
Yeah, that's definitely
Um,
that is one more thing.
I could use a long sword, I think. I think I'm proficient in swords.
I wouldn't even look at a sword. It's not an axe.
Mm. Well, first and foremost, I assume, I don't want to make any assumptions, but I would assume that given human mannerisms, you are laying your sword on the table so that we may take it.
Well, to at least show you that we can protect ourselves here. Which comes to, I sort of said about a favor. I wish you to escort myself and Irina to the town of Valaki. I think the town of Barovia is dead. There are still people here, but once word reaches Strahd that he has successfully killed my father, I do not think this town is safe. Not that I think my father did much to protect us, for the whim of Strahd could easily come through and wipe the town at any moment. We do not have the wall of Valaki, nor the assets and things they do, but my father was a friend of the Baron there, and I think I can seek protection for me and Irina there.
Very well, but we
what's
require
your-
the key to the house.
So what you're saying is you're going to leave the house and all the things behind, is what you're saying? To never
Give
come
it
back?
to us.
I mean-
And give it to us.
The things here can be replaced. I have no need for them. I mean, we will take some things for us to survive, but I'm not going to need these plates. And he, picks up his plate and inspects it. And Irina looks at him and then looks at all of you and says, Ismark is right. We've had many fights about this, even with his father. And after the incident the other evening, I agreed with him. Strahd is evil, but we do not have the resources to do anything about it. And seeking the safest place for us, I think, is best.
Then I would like to ask for a deal. We will help you with your problem. In trade, for a piece of paper that says we have house.
You want the mansion?
We will
I
take
don't know
over
what
for
that
your
is.
father.
I'll look over at Numlock. I don't know what does that mean. This
This house, yes.
He's
I just
referencing
wanted-
his home.
well, I kind of meant any home, but I guess this one will do.
I mean, there are many homes in the town of Barovia that are unoccupied at the moment, and I guess as the burgomaster, it sort of dawns on him at that moment that he is the burgomaster of this town. Can grant you possession of them. Sure, the mansion, however, I will not part with.
Yeah, you could. I don't mean this place. I didn't know this was called mansion.
But you may be my guest
we're
here.
looking to be a homeowner.
Well, any house you wish that does not have people living in it, I will make yours. I will write up a deed and seal it. But until then, you are welcome to be my guest here. And Irina looks over at you and says, I have a favor besides what Ismark is asking. I ask that you help us bring his father to the cemetery to bury him. Give him a proper burial. Father Donovan does know what happened, but the two of them cannot carry it alone. And I don't
That
wish
is
to
fine.
leave without giving him a proper burial. He was kind of a father to me in many ways.
We might need a day to prep, and then we can go on our way after that.
I would concur.
When your father was attacked, who was around?
It was just us. For nights, for weeks, the Strahd's wolves, and I assume now werewolves, would attack the house randomly. And I think the strain of that and fatigued my father. I know it fatigued me. And I think that is why he ultimately fell.
So was he by himself outside, or did you?
No, we were inside the front door. We were just trying to get the bolt down on the door when they overran it and were able to get in. Again, I fought them back, I think, with his weapon. And, well, I have a silver dagger as well. I think with those, and we were able to fight them back. But I think their goal was to kill my father. So once my father fell, they retreated, and we have not seen them back since.
Can I see if he's leaving out any details? Like maybe specifically that the werewolf killed his father and then they just kind of fucked off.
Yeah, let's see. I'll take a diplomacy. You think he's telling the truth. You don't think he's leaving out any pertinent information. You know, he might not be going round by round, so to speak, with all these things, but he is at least being honest with you about the situation.
Yeah, I think it sounds like we need to get one of the silver things because they unfortunately, and I am sorry for your mother, but you were able to fend them off with the silver. I think we need to get our hands on some of these in order to be good with helping.
If you get us to Valaki, I will give you the silver sword as prize, along with gold, or whatever it is you require of me. But I think that is where we must go, for I do not think I can save this town.
Guys, you think this sound like a good deal?
I wouldn't mind a weapon that's not this hammer. This hammer seems to miss a lot.
Do you have more than the one? When we get to other town, do you think we can maybe get 3 more?
I will help you outfit all of you with silver weapons, if that is what you want, if that is what you wish. If one of you would like to take my sword, I will gladly give it. If it is just paying the price for getting all of you to have weapons made of silver, I will do what I can for that as well.
That would be quite useful.
We do want to make sure we get you there safely.
But first, we have to do some prep work. So we'll leave not tomorrow, but the day after.
Yes, tomorrow I would like to take my father to the church for Father Donovan to do the last rites and burial. He said that he should be ready. The ground should be ready for him tomorrow.
Might we pay our respects here?
You may stay the evening, of course, if you wish. There are guest rooms upstairs.
How likely do you think it is that there is another attack during the night tonight?
I mean, they sort of look at each other. It's hard to say. It was every 2 or 3 days they were attacking, and it's been almost a week since the last attack that killed my father. But
Interesting.
You never know. Strahd is supposed to be watching everywhere.
Luckily, I only need 2 hours on standby mode. We will stand vigilant.
Yeah, he's kind of good at this. He's a tom-tom, so he like stays awake and like doesn't eat and stuff.
Do you call him a tauntaun?
A tom-tom.
Hey, Tom.
I'm a GPS.
Oh wow, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Okay, and yeah, they sort of Ismark sort of falls, deeper into his cups and sort of relaxes into his seat. And Irina, enjoys a cup of wine with you. But shortly after that, they will excuse themselves to go to bed, unless you have anything else you would like to say to them.
No, I want to explore and investigate.
Mhm.
I was gonna say I'll just go kind of protect whoever's running around. I assume somebody was.
Yeah, I'm going to investigate the front door and then just kind of look to see if they have an armory to take like a different weapon.
Yeah, as long of the first part of that, you guys sort of do some kind of exploring of the first floor. Yeah, there's kind of a library or a study here. Kitchen, larder, seems to be servants' quarters. There is a servant sleeping in there. Upstairs holds, all the bedrooms and stuff. And you can see that if you go to inspect the coffin, it looks like it was kind of very rudimentary made. You expect maybe Ismark and Irina made it. The door has a giant bar on this side of it that you did hear Ismark put into place as he went to bed. And yeah, all the windows are barred from the inside, like that you saw before. With weapons, you don't really find an armory of any kind. I mean, you probably find the equivalent of like a dagger.
Okay. I have 11 effects of martial aura. Is that normal?
Oh my.
11.
Yeah, you have a billion of them.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I don't know what happened, but I
It
have
must be
enough.
like maybe it might add it to it if you like every time you step
That's
into
pretty
my.
funny. How late do you guys stay up though?
If I've done all my investigating, I'm going to bed.
Yeah, I'll say if they're, I'll just kind of like I'll go into standby mode while they're kind of messing around, and then I'll stand watch once they go to bed.
Imagine long enough to maybe be healed once.
Well, we're gonna take a rest anyway.
You know, you would think that would heal a lot more than it does sometimes.
That's fair.
Enigmar, do you have any of that good patent heal?
You want more touch and touch?
Yeah, because sometimes when I wake up after sleep, it's not always the best. Oh, holy shit.
Oh, yeah, I guess I accidentally targeted all of us, but I can only do 2 at a time. So I will try Numlock by himself.
Well, I feel like Numlock is full health.
Yeah, all I've got left is stamina.
Oh,
He's
okay.
top dog.
Which,
Those are
if you guys took a breather, should come back. But yeah, you guys make your way
Yeah.
to very comfortable beds for the evening. And Numlock, you are kind of doing your stand guard thing, and notice throughout the evening, so the windows were only barred on the first floor. Are you kind of doing what you did before, which is sort of standing guard by windows or anything like that?
Yeah, probably like keeping an eye on like if there's a courtyard out front, keeping an eye on the courtyard or just anywhere near the approach to the front door.
Yeah, you notice throughout the evening that every once in a while, a figure, kind of wolf-shaped, you'll see kind of the shadow dart across the courtyard.
I will. Is it like the size of a wolf, or bigger, smaller?
Kind of the size of the wolves that chased you, so bigger than your standard wolf.
It seems as though the agents of Strahd are on the move. I will keep watching and I'll make sure that if I see it like making its way towards the door, then I'll make sure to keep everybody else within earshot.
Okay. No, you see that happens a couple more times through the night, but nothing seems to kind of pass the stone wall that sort of surrounds the house.
Okay.
Just so they sort of just stay in the shadows of any of the trees.
Cool. All right. And I think as this is happening, I'll just estimate the number of bricks in the stone wall and wait for the morning.
And the night goes uneventful, and you guys can have a full rest, or long rest,
Nice.
whatever that button does for you.
Very cool.
Now, in the morning, I want to go to the facade. What were they called again? The Volanis?
Vistani?
Vistani.
Vistani. Yeah, the Vistani. I want to go to the Vistani camp because we need to stock up. We need to possibly meet some people there. Maybe recruit some people to help go with us.
So the
Is that
Vistani
close
camp,
by-
would be a few hours walk. So by the time you went there and got back, it would probably be afternoon. Ismark does want to bring his father's coffin to the church in the morning.
Oh, okay.
We'll do it in the morning and then we'll take off from there. If that's cool with everyone else. That's my point, yeah.
Yeah,
Good with
for
me.
sure. Is that south or north? Which direction is that?
North of you guys, so I'll bring us to the map.
Okay.
You guys were actually
got
headed
it
to the
loaded up
church
without
before
problem.
you got distracted by the death house, if you remember.
Uh-huh.
Do we pass by the lady's house and she's still crying or what?
She is actually.
Part of me
That's
just wants
nice.
to throw a burning torch at her house and just be like,
As we pass the crying lady's house, I don't get it. She's still crying. She let the man kick in her door, search her little girl room, and then is still there crying. I think there's more to this than we think. Maybe she bad mom.
my investigation says so as well.
Yeah, she let strangers in house and let her search to her little girl room.
Hmm.
I don't think she good mom.
I'm not one to make assessments on one's parentage.
Yeah,
But yes.
well, I do.
Enigma in the morning when Irina and Ismark come down and you guys are having coffee or a quick little breakfast, and Ismark is sort of laying out the plans of getting the coffin to the church. You notice that Irina seems to have bruises or some sort of marks on her neck, and then when she kind of notices she sort of covers it up with this ever-present scarf that she wears.
Did she have them the night before?
She had the scarf on the night before, so you don't
Okay.
remember seeing anything like that.
Now, were they bruises like hickeys, or were they...
Roll me a medicine.
So it was just them that saw it?
Just Enigmar that noticed it.
Oh my god.
I've never seen a hickey before. It's okay.
Yeah, maybe a hickey, maybe a bite mark, maybe it was something that happened in the battle. You saw it, it was such a quick glance. You're unsure what could have caused it.
So with my unsurety, could I ask for the blade before as like us on the escort?
Do what?
So like even though I rolled a nat 1
Mm-hmm.
and I'm unsure what it could be, and one of my thoughts was maybe it's a bite, and they were fighting werewolves, and I know that there's a weakness. Even with a nat 1, would I be able to be like, hey, how about you let me use your sword on the way there so we can better escort you, just in case I have to kill this redhead?
Do you word it like that?
No, but like with a nat 1, would my character because I thought maybe it's a bite, and I was just thinking.
I mean,
werewolves.
I would say that it would be with the natural one. You would surmise that it probably happened in the fight, whether it's a bite mark or she got hit by something. You know what I mean? It could have been a bite, could have been a claw. From a wolf too. So your thought maybe goes to she got injured in that last battle that they were talking about, and she's just covering it up because obviously it's now a gross healing looking wound, and she's very pretty. Yeah, I would say that whatever you want to take from that, but that is what your character sort of comes up with.
Okay. Well, then I will ask
Clearly-
Lady for the blade.
It
before
clearly
we-
would have led into a fight if he saw it was a bite marks. That's why he rolled a natural 1, because it would have led into a fight.
Ismark is yeah, I mean if you want to, I would. I don't think I've ever heard of anybody being attacked during the day.
No,
What
I mean when we
temperature is it outside? Is it cold, hot?
Temperate, probably in the morning in the 40s. It's kind of always damp and cloudy here, so it always feels a little bit colder than it is.
So scarf weather. Understood.
So scarf weather, scarf and heavy cloak weather. So yeah, her attire is really nothing out of the ordinary.
Makes sense.
And she does have a very beautiful dress on today as you guys are, getting ready. And you guys start the journey through town. And a few people do sort of see what's happening, and there's a little bit of shock that seems to go through some of the town folks. Again, the people in Barovia are strange. It feels like every 1 in 4 seems to have some sort of reaction to it. You've had a couple people come up, and Ismark says something, and they sort of start crying. And most people just kind of continue on with really no emotional input to the situation. And it takes you guys probably about an hour, a little bit more. The coffin is awkward and kind of heavy.
Mm-hmm.
And you arrive.
Is it safe to assume that the people around here know that this is the burgomaster?
If anybody, once they sort of see Irina and Ismark, you can tell that, in that sense, the jig is up, and everybody now is going to know the burgomaster is dead.
Could we lie and say it was Reagan?
No.
Reagan, no! Your music was so beautiful!
But you guys
I mean,
arrive
25 gold.
at the Church of the Morning Lord, carrying a coffin.
Okay.
Does anybody remember what we were going to talk to Father Donovan about?
I think it was about the people rising from the dead and his own dead
Yes,
son.
it was. Yep. There's a lot of crazy things going on.
Sweet. Ooh, maybe he can bless our weapons with holiness. I don't know.
Ooh, that's actually not a bad idea if we can get some holy water. Yeah.
Ismark.
And Numlock will just kind of stand back, not necessarily.
We're
I
carrying
think
the coffin.
Numlock is kind of like oblivious to the conventions of people and how they handle
I
their dead.
assume me and Numlock are probably carrying the coffin, since Noodle Arms over there is probably not.
Ismark is helping you as well. You guys can be the pallbearers. And Ismark sort of points, kind of to like right here, to drop the coffin off at the moment while he then enters the church to go find Father Donovan. And the church door is open slightly enough. It's these tall, wooden, heavy doors, enough for somebody to walk through. And you, upon entering, you guys can see that the church is in dismay. It looks as if something happened. Pews are destroyed. It looks like bits of ceiling are falling and things like that. But you can see there has been an attempt to sort of make an area for worship. And Ismark sort of slowly walks up to the altar area where there is a kind of pudgier man leaning over, and he looks up. His eyes are kind of sunken in and deep drawn black circles. And he goes, "Ah, yes, Ismark, it's good to see you. You're here to bury your father, correct?"
Do I think Father Donovan is drunk right now?
Yeah, he seems like he might be a little drunk. Yes, Father, but if we are interrupting anything, you may point us to the direction and I will lay my father to rest. No, it's fine. I shall give him the last rites as we bury him. And he kind of walks around. Is he a no, he is actual. I always forget which one of these I made tiles or tokens. Walks around the altar, sort of keeping a hand on it to almost steady himself. And he goes, who are you? And he looks at the three of you, or at least Enigmar and Hobokinn.
I am Enigmar. What is my name?
Kenai.
Kenai?
I am Enigmar Kenai.
Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you both. I am Father Donovan, and I am the priest of the Church of the Morning Lord. Oh, were
Wait a
you
minute, you're
friends
priest?
with the Burgomaster?
Wait, you are a priest?
Well, by trade, yes. I am the leader of this congregation, although it has seen better days. This is my place to practice.
You seem like you've been drinking that.
Yeah, why are you drinking? Priests don't drink.
He sort of sighs a little bit and goes, It is really of no concern. Let us go about the business of the day. And he looks at Ismark and says, where is your father? And Ismark says, we have the coffin out front. He goes, yes. Right this way then. And he sort of gently pushes by you guys and heads towards the front door. Ismark close behind.
What a fucking drunk I
have such a knack on like putting my piece somewhere it shouldn't be.
Oops, I crushed
That's
him.
right. And he sees Irina and
I
goes,
just moved my complete out of the way.
Irina, it is lovely to see you. I am condolences to both. I know the Burgomaster was like a father to you as well. I am so sorry that this had happened. And she looks at him and says, thank you, Father. And he goes, right, well, if the big man will carry the coffin, and I have put his plot this way, next to his family. And he...
Oh my god. I'm just gonna move my character far away from other things.
sort of walk. And you can tell there's an area that, has been freshly
Huge.
dug up right over here. And there are beautiful headstones over here. And you can see, okay, it's not, what is the name of the family? Could you guys hear the dog in the background by all?
Yeah.
He's dreaming right now. Am I crazy? Why am I? Indirovich. You can see a few headstones say Indirovich, which is the family name. And, you guys lower the coffin in, and the father gives a nice, simple sort of blessing. Enigmar, you sense a little bit of magic. Hobokinn, you do too, but this isn't like he's casting a spell. It's more of just kind of maybe the divine blessing of the dead kind of thing is that you get from it. And yeah, about half an hour, 45 minutes later, the earth is dug back in, and Father turns to all of you and seemed to maybe sobered up a little bit through all of this and goes, if you would like to come back into the church, we can say a prayer for the deceased, and we can talk about anything you would like to talk about. He looks at Ismark or Irina and all of you.
That sounds good. First and foremost, what happened to your church?
It is only I, and I am getting there in age, and since my son passed a year ago, I have not been able to do as much upkeep. I hire grave diggers and such from town. It's just men, and can sometimes afford to hire men, or some will volunteer their time and work to keep the church up, but recently it seems that I have not been able to keep up with the work, and we had a collapse of the roof almost. A bad storm came through, and it just caused the mess that you see.
Have you heard anything about the dead rising?
The dead rising, he laughs. I've heard that story for years and years. I have not witnessed it myself. But I do hear, and he kind of looks at Ismark, that there have been an uptick of people disappearing from the town of Barovia, whether that is they are seeking refuge in Valaki, or maybe there is something here in town. I do not know, but I have heard the rumors.
Thank you.
I'm going to move everybody's tokens back into the church.
Now that it comes to mind, the town might do some good if you place your blessings upon that house. Not careful not to use the term death house.
Oh. Which house do you speak of? Is there...
I look at the deed
house
and
in
give the
which-
exact address.
Yeah. The house in which there was a nanny which was killed. Murdered.
You see
It seemed as
Ismark's
though-
eyes sort of go wide and goes, the Durst house? Well, somebody hasn't lived in that house for 50 years. My father was a young boy when apparently the father went crazy and sacrificed the children and the mother, and my father, it was his father who had, I guess, defeated a cult that was trying to rise in town.
What was the name of the cult?
Something of Osibis, I believe.
Thank you.
Well, there is definitely something in that house. It kicked our grand. I shouldn't curse in the house of the Lord. It kicked our butt.
I will maybe see about doing something. Consecration of such a place might be outside of the realm of my powers at the moment. I cannot even keep my church in good repair. Can you guys make me perception checks, please?
Sure.
Sure.
Father, I think you should exercise.
All of you hear kind of a faint scratching noise coming from, like, through one of these doors.
What the hell is wrong with this town? And I draw my weapon and start walking forward.
When's the last time you checked out that door, Father?
And the father will kind of, with a quick pep in his step, get in front of you and be like, "It is nothing. There is some rats who have found themselves in the walls, but I do not use either of those rooms. And like I said, the damage in there is kind of the worst." And he gets in front of this door. As you guys get closer, you can tell it's behind this door.
Do I think, with my perception check and what we've known and what we asked, that this is the raising of the dead and this might possibly be his son?
You definitely know he's lying. You can see the kind of panic and fear on his face as you brandish your weapons and go to escort there. He's like, it is really nothing of your concern. It is fine. There is nothing there that will hurt anybody.
Well,
I'm
if
gonna
your
push
wish
him out of
is
the way
to,
and
if your wish
kick
is
in the door.
to restore the integrity of your church, the first thing to do would be to get rid of a rat problem.
You push him down, and Ismark runs up and goes, What is the meaning of this? This is the father's home, the church. You can't just bully him around." And you
We
see,
are here to protect you.
You're-
You remember.
You're also running away from this town. We do not care what is going on.
we can't leave it in worse condition. I mean, I'm hoping that maybe I can convince people to come back here eventually. And you see the father sort of leans up against the wall and he goes, "It is fine, Ismark. There is a trapdoor in the cellar of the church. Before you go in there, please let me explain." And he kind of stands up. "My son did not die a year ago when he followed the whim of that wizard who came around to raise a rebellion. He was young and brash and felt as if he could really make a difference, and he left with him. And he returned after the fight that killed so many, but he returned different. I didn't notice it at first. I thought maybe at first it was some of the trauma that he went through, or maybe even some wounds that he took. But one evening," and he looks at Ismark, "he went out and returned home with bloodied clothes. And at that point I knew he was no longer my son, but a monster. But he is still my son. And so I have trapped him in the basement. And when he gets hungry, I make sure he has food." And Ismark
What kind of food?
looks wide-eyed and kind of like steps up, still not drawing his weapon, and goes, "You have been behind all of the missing people and the murders in town for the past year?" And the father just kind of puts his head down. "I just was hoping that I could pray and that my son would be saved. But I know now
I'm gonna
he cannot."
grab him by the neck. Just
And while he's grabbing him by the neck, I'm going to say, "Ismark, I will require that silver sword as prepayment."
Of course, if there is evil here, I will. And he hands you the sword and takes your hammer. And I will.
While Hobokinn's got him by the neck, I'll just look at him in the eyes and just say, "Please inform me as to where you keep your holy water."
There is no holy water left in this church. For this church, there is nothing holy about this place anymore. I have tainted it with my actions. I am sorry. And he sort of doesn't resist. Hold on, I'm giving.
Perhaps a bit of
Ingmar sword.
restitution might be to create some holy water. You are still a man of the gods.
I'm gonna take him into the room.
Okay.
He's going to feed him to his son.
All right. You now have a silver longsword, Enigmar.
Let's go.
You take him
I'll
in
ask the
there.
father, like, as Hobokinn's pulling him in there, I'll just be like, "Did you feed a young girl named Gertruda to your son?"
No, it was only those who were sick. I would never take anybody who could live a fulfilled life. It was those who were sick or were in just wounds that could not be healed and things like that. It still does not... I am sorry. Let me... I will switch
Hopefully,
you
the
guys
Morning Lord
over.
will show you mercy, if you believe in that sort of thing anymore.
You open the trapdoor and it is pitch black. Down
So
there.
I want to.
I'll
draw
look down. I have low light vision. I'll look down and see if I can see anything.
You
I
see
wanna-
some staircases, but that's like a little trapdoor that leads into staircases, but you can't see much further in there.
Can I equip my torch and light it?
Yeah. Sweet, I'll run you over to the cellar. Hobokinn, I'm assuming you're still taking the father with you?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I don't think
The
he can break free.
cellar is, as you can see, dirt floor. You can see pillars that hold up the foundation. You know, there's a stench of death and decay down here, mixed in with kind of like a musty smell as well.
I'll go ahead and equip a javelin in my other hand and put my great axe away.
Okay.
Okay. I'll just draw my sword and move in. Show
I
us where
guess-
you keep him.
I guess I have a dagger. Never mind.
Let me see if I have them on here still. Oh, did I delete them off the thing? Okay. Well, I don't know where my vampire spawn token went. Okay. You guys can move around freely and give me perception checks.
Just going to move a little bit up.
Numlock,
Damn.
you see movement kind of at the far side behind one of these pillars. And you kind
Just
of
with-
see it looks to be a humanoid figure, sort of, Scooby-Dooing it behind the pillar, looking at
Scooby-Dooing
you. You just see his
I'll
head.
I'll just with a loud shing. I'll like point my great sword over in that direction.
You hear
There's
Donovan
movement
go,
over behind that
Doru,
pillar."
it is fine, my son. These men are here to help you.
Are
There
we-
might be more than just one in here if he's been feeding on them. So be on your guard.
You hear a real kind of gravelly like voice. I hunger, Father. Are these my next meals? No.
Yes.
And you sort of shout above him, and Father Donovan sort of, puts his head down.
Sorry, I drag him with me if I could.
Yeah.
How many people have you fed to him?
I 10 people.
I'm gonna squeeze harder. Is that the exact amount?
There was a couple days that he escaped. I don't know how many other people he may have injured in that, but I know that I had only brought 10 people down here.
What were their names?
He rattles off a couple names and he goes, some of them were vagabonds. I did not know their names.
I'm gonna throw him against the wall, sheath my dagger, and pull out my great axe.
Okay. And we will go ahead
And now
and with that,
you will watch him perish.
we will just roll into initiative.
Okay, Highness, Hornet is about to bleed, sir. I finally rolled good.
Enigma.
Did I roll another perception again?
Did you hit? No, you rolled initiative. Oh, initiative.
Enigma
perception.
rolled perception, but it should be the same
It's-
rating.
Yeah.
Mine's the
Okay,
same
then.
exact. If you can just switch her around.
Oh, yours is 19. Enigma was the one who didn't.
Because I'm retarded, I'm sorry.
How dare you, sir?
Did you get a 23? Is that what? 24. 24.
I like how I just assumed it was me.
We will be.
And I assumed it was you too. I assumed I did it right.
The battle.
All right.
And Enigma, you are first. You can see this creature. It is a human boy. Almost kind of looks like Father Donovan. Kind of medium-length hair, pale skin. Is sort of looking at you with thirst in its eyes.
I'm going to devise a stratagem against this bitch.
Oh my god. I thought this said jealous. Another word, vampire spawn. 'Cause
Yeah.
the ends are
Jealous.
Oh, it's
cunning
good.
they're very
vampire
close
sword.
together.
I'm going to go in and I'm going to attack with my 11, but I'm going to attack with my new sword.
Okay.
So I'm going to strike. I'm going to use my devise a stratagem. For some reason, it's not counting
Sorry
my
about that.
so I'm going to put my intelligence instead of my strength because that's what it is when I devise a stratagem.
Yeah. 22 is a hit.
22. Okay. Going to damage. Then I am going to swing a second time, which doesn't get the intelligence. Not as good.
Nope. As you swing and hit this skin of the Doru, it smokes and he screams in pain. And I believe Numlock, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna move right there. That should be 25 is my movement. And then I'm gonna attack him twice.
Okay.
And I think I'm gonna try to drag him over near me, so that way he's away from Enigmar. So dragging strike, boo boo boo, rolling to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, It is 10 points of damage with a regular greatsword.
Okay, and you are dragging him closer to you.
Yeah, just like right in front of me.
Okay.
And then I will attack him once more for my second and final attack. And he should be off guard, I believe.
Yep, let me. There we go.
Okay. Off guard. Rolling.
That will
Hit.
hit.
Hey, look at that.
Good damage.
All right.
Hobokinn.
That's my move.
And Father Donovan kind of starts to cry, and he's like, I'm sorry, my son, I have failed you. I have let the Morning Lord down as well.
It for some reason is not letting me see the squares. So I can't tell how far I'm supposed to be moving.
Oh, there might not be a grid.
So here's 25, or right about here,
Yeah, as long as you're
right? So
roughly
here's
with it.
25.
Here's
So if
35.
Because he should have
30,
a bigger movement now, right? You have...
Yeah. Since I'm raging, I get a +5,
yeah,
and
you
since
have
I leveled, I get a
35
+5.
35 feet. I'll say you can get right where he was and attack him. So you can get right on the other side of that pillar.
Alright. I will rush in. Please let me target me. I don't mind it. There it goes. And I will just start swinging. And swing I will.
Not a critical, but it is a hit.
Oh.
8 points of damage. All right.
Yep, we're in battle.
Now hit the next one.
Yeah, second swing.
Ooh.
No. All
Yuck.
right. It's going to be Doru's turn, and he looks at you for a second, Numlock, and I don't smell your blood, but you. And he looks at Hobokinn, and will. Let's see. Paralyzed.
I do got that stank on me.
Okay, so he's going to
Got that dog in him.
attempt to attack you.
Lucky's not here.
Dang it. All right, he'll attempt to attack you again. All right, well, we'll just go through the third because why not? Dude, did I just roll 3 7s? Jeez. Okay. Top of the next round, Enigmar.
Can
I guess I'll kind of be hugging the wall or hugging the pillars so he could get by me.
Would this get off guard?
Yes, that
Off
should
guard
be
lasts
over.
until the end of my turn, unless
Okay,
it
yeah,
has
so
to do with
that's
being
gone.
surrounded.
So that should be, yeah, he should be flanked, and it should automatically add it when you attack him.
I hope so. All right. Devise a stratagem first, actually.
Okay.
Give me a big one. I'll take it. I know that's a hit. So I'm going to attack with my sword. Boom.
That'll hit. All right. There's a lot going on. You sort of nick him.
But it's silver.
It does do full
Okay.
damage.
And then I am going to try again. Ah, son of a bitch. I did the same thing I did last time.
Numlock.
Okay.
Okay.
Looking very beat up. He's kind of this dark black blood is sort of oozing out of him through his multiple wounds.
Okay. If I do, if I pronounce non-lethal damage, like, can I do that with a great sword?
You just want to try to subdue him? Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's kind of always a home rule I have. Like, if you don't want to try to kill somebody, I mean, unless you do massive damage kind of thing, you can drop somebody and effectively, you know,
Crit rolls
they're
2
not
12s.
instead. Yeah.
Okay. I'll do Dragging Strike again. Let me reread that real quick because I don't think if you hit a target your size is smaller than it until the end of your current turn, and you can move it 5 feet. Okay.
Yeah. you
So
can't
as long
really
as
move
it doesn't
this
say
guy.
I don't have to move it 5 feet. So the idea is to get him off guard.
Yeah.
So first roll. 20.
That'll hit, and he will be off guard to you.
Whoa! I'll take that.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, he is on his second last leg, I guess.
Second to last leg. All right.
Well, because he's undead.
2 hit
so
point.
He's
Oh yeah,
you know,
that's
on
fair.
his second last leg.
All right. Second roll. Oop, that's gonna miss.
Yeah.
Let's see. Exacting Strike
There you go.
for my third attack. There we go.
There you go. That'll hit. How do you finish him?
I think basically all I'll do is just like I'll take the great sword and just slice his belly, and maybe it just like I don't know how does that work? Does his like innards like kind of spill out a little bit, but does it like heal over? Or
Yeah, I feel like with a creature like this, you do kind of that gut slash that you know is a deadly finishing, and instead of kind of the mess that you would expect, it's sort of as if dehydrated organs sort of fall to the ground out of it, and you've hit deep enough to where it sort of disconnects his spine as well, and you kind of just cut this vampire spawn in two, and the two pieces just sort of collapse to the ground. And Father Donovan comes running past you guys and gets down on his knees and is like, I am so sorry, my son. And is begging and pleading.
I'm gonna chop his head off.
I was going to too.
I would interpose
Sorry,
myself
not
between you guys.
Sorry.
Like Numlock wouldn't allow you guys to do that. He'll stand in the middle of you guys before you do that, if he can. I don't know if you want us to roll against each other.
Yeah, if Hobokinn and Numlock, go ahead and just target Father Donovan and roll like your first attacks, and we'll sort of do like a contested roll to see basically who
Target yourself.
hits him better.
Should I
Is
as
he
well?
trying to stop us though?
He is
hold
trying
on,
to
is he
stop
trying to
you.
stop us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Should we roll for him to even let us do
No,
this?
so
You're
so Numlock, you and Numlock are rolling contested attack rolls.
Oh,
on the
I
Father.
thought you were saying okay.
No. So
Okay.
I see it kind of
Enigma,
as Hobokinn does this as reflexively, and Numlock, you sort of like interpose yourself with your sword, but it's can you beat his attack to do that, you know?
Yeah.
How about this? Can you convince me to not do it? Versus swinging.
I think Numlock would just like as you like raise the axe up, Numlock would just like try to grab your wrist and tell you, "Are we no better than the Father himself if we kill a man in cold blood? The man was wrought by distress, and while that is not an emotion that I personally understand, I understand that it is an emotion that people feel. Killing him under such duress would make us no better than him. Perhaps he deserves a chance at redemption in the eyes of his Morning Lord."
I don't see how that has anything to do with me.
You are the one standing between him and the final coldness of death.
At that moment, I think a minute has passed and my rage subsides. And I'll lower my axe.
I hit him with the back of my sword.
So you knock
Right in
him
the
out.
face. Yep.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
easy. He's got, what is he, a commoner? So he's got a couple hit points. Yeah, you knock out Father Donovan.
I think you will see that you will not regret your decision to spare the father.
We'll see.
Oh, wait. We're off. I was trying to drop his son.
Oh,
Oh.
I thought you were going for Father
Oh.
Donovan.
Hold.
Hold on. Everybody just
No,
Yeah,
not
so did I.
Father.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, 'cause
I
so
wanted to cut his
Doru-
head off.
The reason
Oh,
I
okay,
thought
maybe he wanted to do that, so maybe you convince
Okay.
him.
The reason I thought you were going for Father Donovan was because Doru got chopped in half already. By
Yeah,
Numlock.
that's kind of why I was like,
So-
okay, he's
Oh.
basically like he's out of commission.
I was thinking because
Okay.
I was told that chopping the head off, since we didn't have like anything else.
Yeah.
I don't know like how silver kind of works yet.
Although I feel like this works
I
really
would've-
well with your character, Hobokinn, where like you raise your axe and everybody thinks you're thinking of the smart move, which is you're going for the father. They stop you, and then you're like, "Oh, I cannot chop the head off of the dead vampire," and no, and then everybody's like, "Oh, yeah, no, you can do that. That's fine."
It's already
More
gone.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
I apologize, Hobokinn. I thought you were going to kill the poor priest.
No. He saw his son die. So wait, can I chop the other thing head off?
Oh no, please don't.
Boom! I'll just go ahead and do it.
yeah.
Didn't it already disappear?
Perfect. You guys have
Okay.
ended the
That's too
vampire's
funny.
fall. That was funny.
Can I walk around the cellar and explore?
Yeah, you find in one of the corners is like a pile of bones, and where he was like keeping the discard of people.
Over here.
Yeah. But other than that, it's just a very cold, damp, rotten smelling cellar.
All right, let's drag his ass out and Hobokinn, put the father on your shoulder, carry him out. We'll let
Back to
Yeah,
we'll let
he's not
Ismark,
getting any. He's not getting any good treatment. He's getting the same neck route.
we'll let Ismark decide what to do with him before he leaves. So I'm just can I look into the other rooms? Is that cool or no?
Yeah, go for it. There's two
I'm
bedrooms.
like fucking stuck.
There's two bedrooms. One looks like it's actively being used, and then there is like a study, which you see a small cask of of ale that's about half empty on the study desk.
I go over there and check the rest of it, and then look in these drawers to see if there's anything interesting.
It's day-to-day church stuff. He's written sermons and things like that. I mean, from probably the past, it doesn't seem like he's doing too much at the moment. But you guys bring the father back and sort of let Ismark know, what happened. And Ismark sort of looks at the unconscious father and says, well, let's get him in his bed for now, and while we think of what to do with him.
As Burgomaster, are you responsible for seeing that justice is carried out?
Yes, I am. And the few minutes you were
I
down
must
there,
ask.
I think my plans have changed.
You wish to stay here in Barovia?
I think I will stay in the town of Barovia. You can keep my sword, that is fine. I still wish of you to take Irina to Valaki for her own protection. I think if she is
I
gone
look at
and my father is dead, Strahd will not be as aggressive in his hate for us.
Hmm.
And he looks, at the unconscious Father Donovan and goes, I think that there is justice that needs to be done here in the city, and I think I need to stay around to make sure it happens.
Yeah, I have a question for you. Can you turn this piece of paper into like a house? And I'll kind of look over at Enigmar and kind of gesture him to show him the piece of paper for the house.
Is there a particular house that you wish to own? I know you said the Durst house was cursed, but I know nobody has lived there in a while. Or if there is
We
another.
have the deed to that house.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
I think that house is gonna need to burn down. Maybe another one.
Well, I will tell you what. If you do this favor for me and get Irina to safety, when you next come back to the town of Barovia, I will have chosen a good house for each of you, or all of you as one, if you wish to all own a building together.
Prime real estate guys. We're taking over. I can retire.
Maybe we get house next to each other's. We have big party.
And Ismark sort of smiles and goes, I think when all of this is done, I might enjoy that. But for now, I must think of what to do with Father Donovan and the town.
What will you do about a holy man in town if Father Donovan is no longer the holy man?
I do not know. I may pray to the Morning Lord for answers. I do not think I will strip Father Donovan of his title right away. I remember him being a good person. I know the last year was rough on him. I did not know this all was happening, but his son left, and we had heard that everybody who was part of that rebellion had died. He had lost a lot in his life, and I think maybe it is something that I can understand when you are put in a place of power and you have to care for others more than you care for yourselves. When tragedy strikes and there is no one for you to go to, I think sometimes you make the worst of decisions.
Can I
He
ask
did not
you
have a
question?
father to go to. He did not have himself to go to. And I think he was then led down a path that he did not mean to travel.
What is the punishment for killing a person?
I mean, murder in Barovia is by hanging.
What about 2?
I mean, it would all be death.
What about 10? Because that is what he said he killed. 10 innocents' lives.
Yeah. If I may technically point out, the father did not directly kill anyone. It was his monstrous son.
The intention
Well,
was
I
still
don't
there.
believe that his actions should be condoned. They should be condemned entirely. It seems as though, in all technicalities, he killed no one.
Yes.
I see your logic there, but there's no difference between if I drag them all over to Hobokinn and he cuts all their heads off, I am just as guilty as he is.
And that is fair, and that is a proper way to see justice done. But the question in my mind, and this is something I must think about and pray myself, is when you take the person who gave hope to some even at one point gave hope to all of the town, and he turns out to be evil, and then everybody is left with no hope. What is worse? He must repent for his actions, but I think that in these times and in this place, that a sense of leniency might do good, overall do good. But we don't have to tell the people what happened. Me,
You know, as much
him,
as this
and
is
you
not the
know.
good logic,
Hmm.
I'm going to go with it because I do not rule this town. It is not my place.
What
Or,
if
if I may pose an idea, exile. Perhaps the father has gone on a pilgrimage to find his replacement and retire quietly in the countryside.
you find a new priest the morning woman?
Ismark sort of laughs a little, and it's kind of a dark-humored laugh. You have traveled across Barovia. Do you think there is much hope for us to stumble upon somebody who is gifted to be the one chosen to speak for the Morning Lord here?
I pull out all the paperwork and just start reading it. And I was like, I'm sure with enough studying, I can find a way to do it. If I need to do it.
Well, please, if you do find somebody, send them here, and I will replace Father Donovan. But I think for now, Father Donovan and I will work closely together in the town of Barovia.
Wait, don't you need to be holy?
Do I need to be holy?
Oh, no, not you. Enigmar, don't you need to be holy? No, to be priest?
I am not sure. Does one need to be a cleric to be a priest?
I feel as if one needs to speak to the gods or the Morning Lord, or at least that is a one may become holy during their priesthood. I do not know if you need to be holy to become that. That is a fair question.
You know, I don't know how it works in Elf, but I am human. I only have two hope, so I am sort of holy, but not maybe as holy as you.
You know, my friend,
Exile.
sometimes you are on the brink of something that I think will change the world. I would leave maybe your thoughts at the first thought, not think about too deeply.
That was my first thought. That's how I came to that contusion.
Ah. Well, you pose an interesting question. But I think I have had enough questions for the day, for my mind is rattled. And I think we shall head back to the mansion. Please join us again for supper, if you wish. I will be back to check on Father Donovan shortly. I'm going to escort Irina home. And tomorrow,
Did you hear that, guys?
if you plan to leave tomorrow, I bid that you take Irina with you. She sort of walks up and she goes, Ismark, I don't want to leave you here. And they sort of get into a little argument about how, Strahd is after her. It's something that you didn't learn before. And Ismark said, Strahd has come to Barovia, and for you, he wants you. And I will not let him have you, for I've seen what happens to those he takes. And she sort of concedes and nods. And I think that's where we are going to end the session as they sort of leave the church for the moment.
Sweet.
Maybe it was a hickey.
Maybe it was a hickey.
And
A vampire hickey.
And
Do you think that's maybe... Oh my god, do you think that's where, like, maybe the story of vampires came around? Girls were showing up with hickeys because they were hooking up with the farm boy, and then people were like, it's evil!
that
It had to be
That's a good
the
point.
priest.
That
Think
would
about
be...
it. It had to be the priest.
Well, that
Because
would...
priests were like rock stars back then.
Right. Well, that train of thought, I don't remember. I know. I don't know if you guys watched it.
She's
Biggles or
unholy.
Anthony,
She's unworthy.
but
Kill
we
her.
we
So
did
she
that
doesn't tell.
one like short series with Fake Wizard, and I played that priest who had all the wrong information about everything. That was a good one. That was definitely his train of thought. I always love what if vampires actually love garlic, so they spread the rumor that garlic is bad for them? But yeah, we will...
They would never be suspected if they robbed the garlic place.
Exactly.
They're just Italians.
And they don't
Bunch
have
of
to be
dingos.
invited. They don't have to be invited into homes. They just have really good manners. It's just insanely rude to enter somebody's house without being invited in.
They have the utmost of decorum up to the point they pass through your transom.
To be fair, me and Biggles have many family gatherings that people would just come over and we would just stuff food in their face. Maybe not know their name, maybe not know everything, but they
Well,
just
that's
come, they eat.
Well,
Manja,
that's an
manja.
Italian
With
hospitality, that's for sure.
Tuna,
how
you
filled
fat
the
lard,
family
eat
is.
the food.
Right?
Without big the
Wait, who
family,
did-
half the
who did
time
you
I have
come
no
with?
idea who they are.
It don't matter. Just eat.
Well,
Manja,
when,
manja.
when we lived together, the only stuff that Biggles ate was any of the food his mom cooked for him or pizza.
Or Whataburger because it was
Or
right down the
Whataburger because we were right down the street from
my
you. Yeah, we
God.
did a lot of Whataburger.
Somebody's got to teach him how to cook. Holy crap.
No, I know how to cook. I'm just lazy.
But yeah, that
I mean, I can't really say much.
was a good
I
episode,
walked so-
guys. That was.
I'm like 200
Yeah.
feet from my parents' house, and I just walk over there and steal food.
I mean, there's not a reason to not do that.
No, can't
Did
argue
they?
with that
Did
logic.
your
Sitting
parents
there.
build the same commercial level kitchen that they had in the old house?
Better.
Nice.
If you see this kitchen now, it's like a better version of the stove we had. There's like a double oven over to the left. The cabinets are insane.
You need
Is
to
there,
send me,
is
send
there,
me a
is
photo.
there a Nancy Pelosi ice cream freezer?
I don't know. But
Wait.
there's-
Do they have like the pull out microwave that what was it
No,
cousin Joe?
you click the button and the microwave opens automatically. Like,
That's what cousin Joe had.
yeah. Probably. They probably asked
Joe
him
and
what
Jerry.
That's awesome.
Dude, I saw that. I'm like, this isn't a dishwasher. They're like, no.
They have like 3 freezers. I'm like, what do you need 3 freezers for? Like,
Jeez.
They looked at me and I was like, I'm so sorry for speaking poor.
yeah,
That's funny.
Our cousins have like a shit ton of money.
Well,
I rolled up in my 2001 Saturn and I was like, I'm so sorry.
I have besmirched your good driveway.
He's got like 6 cars and RVs and like.
Damn. Some people have all the luck, you know. Not you guys, though. You tend to roll pretty bad. Although you did very well in this combat today, so that was good.
I rolled high. for
Yeah, it was a
majority of it.
3v1. We had a chance.
I mean, it was
Yeah,
still
we
a moderate
just beat the shit
difficulty.
out-
We had an enhanced weapon.
I mean,
Well,
the
the funny
silver
thing
weapon
is-
will be very important going forward.
The silver weapon doesn't even.
Yeah, but But it does full damage, or at least most of damage.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the silver weapon doesn't actually add damage to it like the other weapons you
No,
can add
but
on in
the vampire
No, it just makes
spawn
it full damage.
was taking
But it does
five
damage.
had a pretty much a 5 damage reduction to everything but anything silver. So every time these
See?
guys hit it, it was taking 5 damage off the top. And if you don't
When
hit
we
it with
swing,
silver
it's like, you know,
or holy or whatever, it will heal again. So it's very you guys have a very good weapon for
See?
going forward.
you swing, it's good. When we swing, it's sometimes good, sometimes shit.
But yeah, we'll pick all this up next week, and you guys will maybe leave the town of Barovia unless other shenanigans decide to happen. It sounds like getting out of here is on your list to do. You got a couple points of interest to check out before maybe heading back to Valaki or being distracted. And you will have someone who is going to tag along with you as you venture out into Barovia again. But other than that, let's before then, you guys got some stuff going on, and we'll see what you got going on. We'll start with Anthony.
I do nothing. I go to work, play video games, see my girlfriend,
Nice.
and then every Wednesday, 7-8 Central, or 8-7 Central on Wednesdays, I'm here.
Nice.
Biggles, what do you got going on this week?
I got jack shit because my studio's not done yet. So as you can tell, I was having some internet issues every now and then. So I will be on here on Wednesdays until my studio is done. And then we'll be back with the breakdown where all I do is talk about anime. And then Friday, it's the ramblings of Biggles where I just go on rambling about random shit that I found funny on like Twitter and shit.
Okay.
That's it.
Nice.
Or X.
Nice. Moss, what do you got going on?
Tomorrow, over on Avenue Studios, Nova Beast. Go check that out. Please do. Friday is Strange Aeons, as well as a new episode of Jacob's Ladder. You're going to want to check that out as well. And then Moon Skull for Mask of Nyarlathotep.
Nice.
And then back here again on Wednesday.
Nice.
Oh, and Saturday morning map. I keep getting to plug Saturday morning map making. Probably because it's not a game and I'm used to doing games. It's not a game. It's serious. Saturday morning map making. Be there or be asleep.
Or, sleep or walking into work. I'm always really sad because I always get the notification as I like pull up downtown. I'm like, I don't want to go into the restaurant. But maybe soon. I might be able to hang out for a little bit. See,
There you go.
hired our new manager, and we've talked to some people if they kind of want to be keys or shift leads. So my schedule might give me a little bit of free time once this new manager gets trained a little bit. Because I'm a sleepy boy.
Hell yeah.
I think written on the schedule is 58 hours for me. So
Golly. 50.
Cha-ching, I
yeah,
believe is what they say.
that is
Yeah, no
also pretty much the only thing that's keeping me alive. Is the green after. So I'll take it. But check me
cha-ching.
out. Definitely Wednesdays here. Definitely Fridays for Jacob's Ladder. And if I do get a good schedule, I would love to pick a day to get to streaming again. So hopefully in the future I'll be able to do that. But I'll jump on when I can. But with that, thank you all for being here. And we will catch you guys next week.
Bye, everyone.
This button.